The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I'm Lowdown. With me as always is
F.U. Hunter. What's up, you sad, dirty Santa bitches?
You better watch out, bitches.
Better watch out.
Naughty. Like, you combine all... But see, all those movies came out after.
Yeah.
All right, before we dig into this Christmas classic, we're gonna please ask you to like, comment, rate, review, share, subscribe, all the stuff across all the socials. Greatly helps out the podcast. The Man is Boys really appreciate it. It only takes you a few seconds.
Yeah,
just rate and review. I've gotten way better at pretty much everything.
Maybe give them a Christmas cheer.
Yeah, or loathing,
or,
like our main character.
Or lumps of coal.
Yeah, what's the
or lumps of shit? Is that what was it that he packed in the bag?
No, it was.
Was it dirt?
It was dirt.
Okay.
He just.
It should have been shit.
Harry just packed some dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So tonight on the chopping block is the 1980 film A Christmas Evil, originally titled "You Better Watch Out," and also known as apparently "Terror in Toyland."
Wow, bunch of different titles, and it's English, so it's not like it's like interpretations of
No, but like John Waters loves this movie.
I can see that.
Like it's got this cult classic following.
It's very dirty.
It is.
It's like
it's like Maniac, but for Christmas.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like Maniac, but Christmas.
Yeah, because they really make sure you understand this dude is A, obsessed with Christmas and Santa.
Delusional.
And B, sad as fuck. His life sucks. No girlfriend, no friends.
No, he's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not just that he's sad. The man is fucking nuts.
But he doesn't have any friends that go, Harry, you're crazy.
He has his brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but his brother's not cool about it. He's not like, dude, you might want to seek some out. He's like, you're a fucking nut job.
Yeah.
Like,
no, he's like worried about it. He's like, Harry, come on over.
Well, when I say come on over, don't stare at us, me trying to seduce my wife. Like, come over and actually knock on the door, sit down. Don't be a peeping Tom.
Yeah.
I'm your fucking brother. Dude, this is weird.
He literally watches kids all year and puts them in a naughty and nice book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And apparently
someone's got
cutting out Playboy pages. That's on the big time.
It's naughty.
Inappropriate thoughts.
It's like, ooh, whatever the kid's name was. He's like, oh, you're bad.
Like it's so. There's stuff like that.
But his house,
it was creepy as shit, though, man.
What makes it even creepier is that this is 1980. So folks, and especially some of people that might be in their late 20s that are listening to us, or mid 20s if we have an audience that young.
Hey kids.
Hey, what's up? Like in the amount of Christmas shit you see now. We maybe had like a 16th of that in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like it was, so everything that was out there was old from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So like his house has these old ass Christmas dolls and like villages.
But see, I kind of like that shit, dude. I'm all about vintage.
No, I like it, but because he's insane, it makes it creepy.
Yeah. Like in his bathroom, he has the fucking like old ass like worn out elves like on a ladder.
Yeah,
and you'd be like, oh, that looks pretty cool, but like it's in his bathroom
and it's in his house.
Yeah.
So no, I love that stuff too. I mean, my grandmother, aunts, uncles, I grew up around that shit. I love it. I love that. Yeah, I dig that vintage look, but it's in his house.
Yeah. Plus, you have that wall. That's like the Charlie meme from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Except it doesn't have the yarn, but it's just Christmas and Santa shit like plaster on the wall, and you're like, this isn't like decorating the wall. This is some like crazy like Travis Barker kind of shit. Like I'm gonna find out where he is and murder the shit out of Santa. Like it's disturbing.
Yeah,
right?
It is. And all right, the toy factory that he's like a shift manager of or whatever. Who the fuck is buying those toys? Like I remember cheap toys in the 80s. But like licensing had already started happening with Star Wars.
Did you see the condition of the factory?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
And the factory is in some rough shape, so I think all they can make is rough shape looking toys. They ain't coming out with quality shit.
Dude, I don't think it was a actual factory thing. They made the sign, put it up. I think they put in 3 conveyor lines that had a motor that just turned a belt, and they just put a bunch of cheap same style toys in that line and just hit
some
start.
Basic ass shit.
Like it. I literally think the building was empty.
You want to warn the kids later on when he fucking like robs the joint and steals all the toys that like they're all excited. Like you're going to be more excited about the actual box and presentation than what you actually get inside. Like it's a cheap plastic toy that's pretty like shoddily made. Yeah.
Yeah. It's he literally it breaks in your hand.
Yeah.
You know? And like, why would he keep working for that factory? I know he loves toys, but I'm sure he could get a job at a different toy. I don't know where this takes place. I think it's Jersey. It's Jersey.
Is it? Yeah.
So
there is one shot where you see like a shitload of like, smokestacks and pollution going on in the early 80s.
It's Jersey on the side, I'm assuming the side closer to New York. So
Okay.
probably I'm assuming maybe like Elizabethtown.
Yeah.
That's like industrialized. So it's a shithole. And I was confused because I just realized on this viewing that it took place in Jersey, because I don't get that vibe on the opening shot with the house, because that looks like stucco and rounded tile roofing, which was a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
That house looks like it belongs on the West Coast, dude. It doesn't look like it belongs. I mean, it's got the rounded archway and like that's the stucco wall on the outside.
Well, that's when we make some real dough in Jersey. You don't have to live in one of the slum apartments. You can get the stucco house.
Did that style make it to the East Coast in the
Possibly.
80s? Ugh.
Yeah, he had some transplants.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just threw me off for where the location was.
Now, his weird obsession thing was from his watching his dad try to fuck his mom.
Just as Santa.
Yeah.
I don't understand
That's
that.
what started the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't get
Because they don't
that.
really explain it. They just show him watching mom like getting seduced next to the Christmas tree. And,
it might have been breaking the snow globe and cutting his hand. That
Yeah.
might have been what made him snap.
well, that's what I'm saying. Is after that he's like, was he like turned on for some reason? And then he's like, bad thoughts. Let me cut my. It's weird. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of explaining or narration.
You're like, was it because he saw his mom cheating on his dad, quote unquote, because
Yeah.
it was Santa? And but he even said when him and his brother are talking, he gets on his brother for telling him that Santa wasn't real.
yeah,
Like when it alludes to there was a conversation at some point that after that they talked and he was like, no, Santa's always been dad, so that was dad and mom, and it like crushed his world or something. Because there was a conversation where
Yeah.
that came up when they were on the phone.
yeah. No, I remember that.
It's like,
But it also changes, like, the Jackson 5 song, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus,
Yeah.
to I Saw Mommy Blowing Santa Claus. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
well, he was upstairs before he saw that.
yeah, but I'm just,
Yeah, I mean-
we're getting pretty close to it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
panties
yeah.
are about to come off, all right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they had to fuck right next to the Christmas tree. Maybe
And what,
that's
the older
their
brother
kink.
just got left the house.
Yeah.
Because it's the same house his older brother lives in.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It definitely has very unexplained shit at the beginning that then later on you just flash forward to him as an adult and you're like, yep, and now he's crazy.
Yeah. So that tweaked him, and then what really set him off was getting fucked over to work that extra shift.
Which is
And-
weird because, like, they ask, and then for like half the movie, they're just making fun of him for picking up their shift. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is that
I guess.
is that an 80s thing that's like, you fucking sucker? Like,
It might have been, actually. I don't
Yeah.
know. And no, I'm sorry. What set him off was when he went to the company Christmas party, and they told him they were going to cut quality and charge the same, or something with the donations. They were going to donate to something,
yeah.
but the employees had to put their own money in or some shit like that. There was something that happened at the party that set him the fuck off, and that's when he goes home and starts gluing his beard on
Yeah.
with super glue. That scene is horrifying.
Oh, or he's
He's just
tugging
yanking on it.
Yeah, he's like, it's on, it's
It's
real.
like
This
what the fuck
movie-
was that, dude?
Definitely is like the first like 45 minutes is taxi driver motivating, like, this dude's life sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sucks around him. And then I started getting impatient.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to where he rolls up in the church and they let out.
Oh, he painted the sleigh on the side.
Yep.
Oh, did you see? Remember his shed
Yeah.
where it's just all those dolls hanging?
Oh yeah.
Where he makes that Nutcracker toy.
Yeah. The
That-
soldier with
the silver soldier.
Yeah.
Dude, but you're watching him make it. He melts it down, molds it, but you're looking at the wall, and then they pan around the room, and it's like just dolls hanging
Yeah.
everywhere.
Plus, I was
Like, what
thinking,
the
like,
fuck?
I was like, what? Because he's like literally like melting, like making these. I was like, that's pretty dedication. Maybe like he's getting off on like, I'm the toy maker, but you realize
By the end,
he's making weapons.
yeah.
Yeah,
So the one thing that definitely they're trying to get across is at that point when he rolls up to the church, he believes he is Santa Claus.
yeah,
Like without a doubt, he doesn't think he's Harry at that moment. Like, he's in a delusional state.
But then the reaction is everybody's kind of fucking with him. You know, they're like, "Hey, Santa, fucking Santa."
You know, scene for me.
And then he takes that toy and he's like, "Oh, you've been good." And then he, in front of everybody, just stabs the shit out of that dude, and then brings out a fucking axe that's painted like a toy axe.
A toy axe, yeah.
And just starts stabbing the By the way, there's like fucking 30 people out there.
They just
now,
let him die.
Nobody does anything, but I understand the first kill. You're like, what the fuck just happened? By the third person, you think somebody might step up. No.
Yeah.
Not a single, nobody takes a step down. They all go, that's fucked up. Oh, that's even more fucked up. Oh shit, that's fucked up over. Nobody does anything. Not a single hero amongst them. All these privileged ass motherfuckers are like, oh, it's a good thing I got out of the church a little later than the front row motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like, God damn. Now,
actually, the way they let out, they would have been in the front row in the back because it lets out from the rear to the front.
Yeah.
So the guys that got in the front were like,
but
saved.
I mean, they were douchebags. I mean, I'm not saying they deserve to be stabbed in the face in front of like everybody else, but you know, maybe just don't fuck with Santa.
So then he goes and drops off toys to the orphanage. That was
no. Before that, he goes to the party.
No, that happens after that. Because after the party, that's when he goes to the coworker's house and slits his throat.
This is okay, but this is where it's a very kind of up and down. Because I just referenced the party where he shows up. And he's already getting a little dirty. He's not clean Santa anymore. He's a little sweaty, a little dirty. But everybody, it doesn't matter.
And that's why I'm saying with
Santa.
the timeline, like he was clean when he dropped him off to the hospital.
Yeah,
he unloaded. Yeah, because he remember he robbed them all and was handing them out, and then he went to the dancing was it looked like it was Hanukkah. I don't know what that was.
Was kind of weird. Yeah, it seemed but again it's just weird because like you're waiting, he's unhinged, and there's kids there, and people are like, but he's you know what I realized is that he planned out this whole night, and like this loner is getting all this attention because he's dressed up as this celebrity. So I was like, he is the main attraction.
Yeah.
So people are like, holy shit, it's fucking Santa. The kids fucking love him. They're like, fucking Santa dance. Like,
by the way, what company Christmas party that's going on at this? By the time he gets to that party, why are there kids there?
Yeah, you know,
it was the 80s.
It's 80s.
It was 80s. Is that?
Yeah. They don't have a curve. I mean, come on. They don't have a curve. Look, the later you keep them up, the more they're going to pass the fuck out and try to, roll up there when, you're setting up all the presents. So keep the kids up as late as you can, man.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, then you go, and again, this is after he's murdered 4 people. Like, surprised he didn't have more blood covered on him. But he goes dance around, and then he's like, I need to kill my coworker.
Yeah.
But he's like, but I'm going to keep it in the theme of Santa. So I'm going to get on the roof and go down the chimney. And he realizes that is not an actual thing that can happen. Like, unless you're very, very skinny or there's a big ass one, because he gets about halfway in. And then you got about 5 minutes of just awkward him realizing he's stuck and then almost like freaking out before he pries himself out and goes, okay, well,
go on front door.
That was pretty fucking stupid. But then he finds a way in through the basement, I thought, or something like that. Yeah.
And I will say that kill was cool, not because it was just a basic throat slit, but it's because he falls back on the wife, and she is so horrified that it takes her forever to scream.
Oh yeah.
That scream when well,
he tries to like smother him with the Santa sack.
Slits his throat, and like that scream is what is like. All right, time to go.
Well, she's like silent, like freaking out, and he comes out, and then he sees the kids, and like, holy shit, it's Santa. And then the blood curdling scream happens, and it's a real nice lineup. I do like that.
It was an awesome lineup, yeah. And then he parks the van by the toys. No, he rolls up on that decorated. By the way, who decorates their road like that?
Jesus,
it was just all sleighs. Like, holy shit,
it's kind of lazy. Yeah, it's kind of lazy.
It was hideous.
But it's almost like that. Yeah, there's
Here you go, decorations.
Just put all these up. Plug them in.
You knew part of the movie was done on a set because at the end when the brothers running through the woods, the white cotton comes up.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say they didn't even try to edit that shit. He slides on the snow, and literally the cover comes up and boxes that are under there, and you're like,
wait a minute,
and they're like, don't fucking worry about it. Who was the brother again?
Oh, Dale. The fuck did. I forget the actor's name.
Random as shit.
I'm surprised Frank Darabont didn't have anything to do with this movie.
Maybe that's where he Darabont, he knows his horror, so maybe he's just like, I want some random ass motherfucker, and that's how he picked out him.
So I think that's maybe it did happen in a studio set, like in California, for that those certain scenes, because in the house when he walks out and punches, and he knocks him out.
He chokes him out, man.
Yeah, dude. So when they're walking out, if you look at their feet, they're stepping on white, but it just sinks. It's not actually snow.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think some of them actually might have been done in somewhere else.
The brother's wife, by the way, has the weirdest reaction where he is literally choking his brother out. I thought he was trying to kill him. And he chokes him out, and she's like, "Oh, just take care of him."
Yeah.
Like, she's not at all worried that literally it's this violent choking situation. She's like, "Oh, the holidays." She's just kind of just shaking it off, like, "Oh, brothers will be brothers."
And like with the brother, how the fuck would you react? Like he shows up and he's like, "I knew it was you," and I'm like, that's it?
Yeah.
Like, and then you choke him out and just go to, what are you gonna do? Just stick him in his. What are you gonna do with him?
Yeah. And how did you know it was him?
He was like, because they said it was a killer Santa Claus, and then he's
like, well,
the whole time he's like he has anxiety shits about his brother not answering the phone.
I want to address.
Remember, because now I know the tune. Oh, okay. I do. After you, I do want to get to.
I want to address the part that I almost lost it. Is when there's a whole scuffle with the kids come up to him, and there's the dad that's like, "I know who the fuck you are," and tries to cut him. He gets away, and then there's this amazing scene where torches are lit. As in, straight up from fucking old school Frankenstein.
Yeah.
The townspeople are going after the murdered Santa. And so you have a whole scene of torches being lit and then
chasing around
like
the
they're
city.
Villagers from the fucking 1800s.
Awesome, dude.
Find the monster!
Dude,
find the monster!
That was awesome.
It was so random, though, dude. Like,
and you think he escapes, then they just come charging around the corner?
Because he makes it to his brothers, and that's for that whole thing. But once he gets a van, and then you see the torches as the villagers from New Jersey, the Jersey villagers. There's the monster. There's the Santa monster. I lost it, dude. I lost it. Why the fuck do they have torches, man?
Where'd they get them from? Because when he meets the parents, there's no torches.
Apparently, there was a torch vendor somewhere. Good job, Frank, bringing my torch stand right near the mob.
That's a Simpsons thing.
Exactly.
That totally should have been a Simpsons fucking thing.
They have flashlights. Like, I don't get it. I lost it, dude. Bring out the torches.
Oh man, no. And like the fucking end with him just driving over the.
It looked really real. Like I thought, like that's an amazing special effect of a toy truck driving off and flying. Now at first I was like, are they not even going to try to make this look practical? But then I realized it's in his fucked up headspace where he's in the sky with
he's dying.
Yeah.
He fell to his death.
And that helped it a little bit because that was one of the laziest special effects. Like I could do that effect with some fucking fishing wire and a Tonka truck. Like, look at my Tonka in the sky. Like,
there was one shot where it was the actual truck, and somehow they got the wheel spinning, but it wasn't moving. It was just a truck.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But the last part of this movie, as we said, it gets kind of bonkers. With the brother choking out, the fucking village, the New Jersey villagers, chasing him down. And again, before that, like before the torches even get lit, he shows up with some kids, and the kids are like, again, he's a fucking celebrity. Like, like I've always thought about this when I used to take my son, and now I take my daughter to see Santa, and like it's a reaction like we have when we saw Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
We're like.
But we used to have that reaction to Santa.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is that if like when we went to the con and saw Greg Nicotero, we're like, holy shit, it's Greg Nicotero, and we're like, oh my god, I want to talk to him. That's Santa for kids. He is like the top celebrity.
That was us. So we love Santa.
And I see that with I used to see it with my kids. We're like, hi Santa, and they get fucking nervous. They're like, like
some are horrified.
Yeah. What do you want? Like, oh shit, I'm here with the fucking Santa, and so. When he runs into the alleyway, it looks like, and these kids are like, oh my God, it's like the biggest celebrity. So they're all fucking swarming him. And the parents instantly, nowhere near their kids, just run off and just hang out with a stranger. Oh, That's the murder stranger.
Oh wait, because the little girl gives him the knife.
Yeah, well,
gives Santa the knife, not her dad.
Well, the dad, he's like, I know who the fuck you are. I'm gonna cut your shit. He's like, I'm not scared of you. And piles the knife, and the little girl comes over and just takes the knife out of his hands and goes, I love you more than Dad.
Yeah,
and hands
Santa,
the fucking
the
killer Santa the fucking knife.
Oh,
that little girl's getting adopted. All right,
Yeah,
you're not living in my house. You fucking gave the murder Santa my knife.
She didn't know it was the murder Santa,
but she picked Santa over her dad.
Mm-hmm. She did.
She made that choice.
She did.
Yeah.
She told. I mean, it's Santa.
I know.
You think he's a never-ending well of gifts?
Kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up. No, I'm not saying it's not fucked up.
Dad's busting his ass
to
get those presents for and she gives a knife to a fucking stranger. Fucked up.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. I meant to say this earlier. So the guy who plays Harry is Brandon. It's either Maggart or Magart. I forget. Maggart.
Yeah.
I believe is his name. Fucking Fiona Apple's father.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Those droopy eyes make so much sense. Because his droopy eyes, I guess, with her DNA made like lazy high eyes. Because you know how she has that I'm fucking high all the time look?
Yeah.
The droopy eyes turn into high eyes. That makes complete sense.
It was her father. Yep.
I will say this about this movie is it's talking about it. I now want to watch it again. I'm just going to fast forward through the really sad taxi driver
part. No, but
part.
it builds up. I love that part.
Right, but I had to see it the first time, so I had character. I knew what's going on. I want to get to like the.
You have an aversion to anything dark.
It's not even dark.
It is. He's like insane.
I want to watch this movie to laugh.
Okay, I got you.
And from when he pulls up to the church,
you laugh even harder when you're sad at first. Then you laugh even harder.
I don't need to be sad. I can just laugh.
There is one really good line where he snaps at the Christmas party before he goes back and starts.
The tune.
When he talks about the tune, but in this he's talking to the boss and I guess his boss's boss, where he looks at one of the guys, because this is when they're talking about their plan to basically fuck the employees in the company and not really help the kids. Right?
Out loud.
Yeah,
by the way.
loud. When everyone was shithouse.
Like they're villains. Like, we're going to fuck over the workers. Oh, did I say that out loud?
He looks at one of them and says, you're worse than him. He doesn't even know there's a game to be played. You know how to play it, and look what you're doing with it. And I was like, okay, that's a good line.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, because we could say that now.
Yeah.
Like, there are people that are so oblivious to the fact they're fucking people over, they have no idea. But then there's people that know they're doing it and have the power to not do it or make something better, and look what they do with it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good line.
Yeah.
At least to me, I thought that was they really tried to drive something home with that, because really I think that they were trying to show that his character was coming from that place.
Yeah.
Of he's creepy and insane, but not in a way that's to hurt children, because he didn't hurt a single kid.
Yeah, I was a little worried about the Playboy naughty kid, but he just gave him dirt.
He didn't hurt any of the children. He scared them. Remember that dirty kid? He put the arm out and scared him in the bushes. Yeah,
and
he left the handprint.
The handprint. No. Handprints are one thing, but he puts mud on his face and it smears his face on the wall. Again, there's parts of the movie I'm confused. I didn't pause. I didn't walk away from it. I was watching it. It wasn't on my phone. And I'm like, I don't understand the mud part.
No.
There's scenes where I'm just like, did I miss something?
And tell me why this came out in 1980. Must not have had a wide theatrical run, because Silent Night, Deadly Night, remember, folks, you can go back and listen to our killer filler on Silent Night, Deadly Night and the remake, but that had protesters at the theaters, and it made this huge controversial thing. This movie, nothing. I couldn't find anything about any kind of controversy, protesting,
I'll be
Killer
honest,
Santa being bad, none of that shit.
I think because the promotional artwork for Silent Night, Deadly Night, and again, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, the artwork
had the Santa going down the axe, and I think people instantly, that was Santa's fucked up in this movie. And Christmas Evil, you heard about it, but they probably just had kind of the artwork that I saw on Prime, it's pretty fucking basic ass shit. He looks fucked up, but it's not as threatening.
It's not as threatening. You're right. Maybe that was it. Because they marketed Silent Night, Deadly Night with
as you get into
with an axe.
As you get into the mid 80s, Reagan's era, a lot of the conservative Christian build up. You got to find shit to protest. They didn't get, they weren't in power in 80. They were in power by the time Silent Night, Deadly Night comes out. They got to find shit to protest.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yep.
That's a good point. All right. So, like Silent Night, Deadly Night, this has its own original music, but I enjoy the score.
Oh,
the score
dude, I'll straight up say this. Thank you for reminding me. when they're at the party, there is a disco Christmas song I need to fucking find. It was fucking jamming. I was like, all right. Like, I'm not a fan of disco, but as I love the Friday the 13th Part 3 theme, for some reason, this disco Christmas song, I need to find it. It was kicking. All right. Yeah. It's something like that I would hear like the Beast Boys would take and make and have as a background.
Yeah. But I also like the main score that is at the beginning at the end. I actually like that score. It's very whimsy. It's very
Which
Christmassy.
is funny to say because there's parts where there's no score and it's like uncomfortable no score.
I think it's a point.
Well,
that's the point.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Maniac.
Yeah, like
where
Maniac,
it's just like, oh, it's a score, and then it stops, and he's staring at himself in the fucking bathroom, and there's no score, and you're like, can y'all put some kind of music
like the whole
in the background?
Scene, the whole scene of Maniac in the subway station. There's no music.
Yeah,
and it's fucking creepy.
And it's like that. There's scenes where like, could you put some music on? Because I'm feeling kind of creepy being, watching this dude.
I think it adds to it.
Yeah, no, it's effective.
But it's So all right, we're gonna wrap it up on a Christmas Evil. We'll be right back after you hear what's going on the GUI network.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
two men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
Join Mike the Hobbit and Tondi as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Up.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're going to fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
embrace the madness.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots.
FU Hunter.
Your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.
All right, you can hear all those shows if you go to GUIPodcast.com. Also, anywhere else you currently listen to podcasts. We are there. We are everywhere. But if you
we control everything.
I wish.
Yeah.
If you go to GUIPodcast.com, you can go to our links tab while you're there and click on our link to TeePublic. That's where all the merch is for all the shows under the network. There is no way, if you order now, you are getting it by Christmas. It's like Christmas is like literally a week away.
You might have to drive to the factory, pick it up.
Yeah.
It's a long car ride. I don't even know where the factories are.
But,
so
you could have it shipped to the person you're buying it for and say Happy Late Christmas, as long as you get it before New Year's.
Yeah.
It's fine, because stuff's still on sale.
Again, you might forget some motherfucker, and you'd be like, oh, shit. Maybe I get some Madness Boy shit and make it up.
There you go, exactly. So we definitely we'd love to see people rocking some shit. And, we can make, back to this movie, I own it. This passes for me. I've watched it every year for the last 7 years, I think.
I am confused with this movie because, again, I came into this and I was going to be like, nah, just not my cup of tea. But then talking about that second half.
Dude, it's amazing.
It just gets so insane.
It's amazing.
And now I'm like, well, now I got to fucking watch it again. And I forgot about it because, again, that first hour, it's very Travis Barker, Taxi Driver.
But you like Taxi Driver, right?
Establishing that. Yeah, but I like Taxi Driver. I don't need Santa Taxi Driver. I just need Taxi Driver.
Why not?
But from when he rolls up to the church
to the rest of the movie,
the flying off toy talking.
'Twas the night before Christmas ending.
it has enough insanity in there that you're like, this is bonkers. I'm digging the shit out of this. So, and I can see why John Waters is like, yes, because it's just a mismatch. It's so up and down.
Yeah.
He's stabbing motherfuckers with a toy, and like 10 minutes later, he's dancing with kids at a fucking party. Like, it's so random.
Yeah, and folks, I believe it's on Tubi, it's on Shudder.
It's on like
it's
8 sites. It's on Freezy.
So if you haven't seen it, just look for Christmas Evil. I don't think anyone has it listed as You Better Watch Out. There is a movie called Better Watch Out.
Yeah,
but we already reviewed that.
As I say, Prime has it as Christmas Evil, and then next quotation, Better Watch Out.
You sure it's Prime or AMC Plus? Shudder.
It might be Shudder. You're right.
Yeah. So
or
I don't want to tell people Prime and it's on Shudder and they don't have Shudder and they have Prime. So
and that's the well, the thing is that it's also on like 4 sites that are linked to Prime. So I think you can put it in, and Prime's gonna go, well, technically we don't have it, but like all these other things that are connected to us. So
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hit us up at lowdownbrown.gmail.com. Let us know what you thought if you went to watch it after you heard this because it intrigued you, because that ending is fucking great.
Fucking villagers with torches. All right.
It's not. We're not exaggerating.
Seriously. You're thinking of making this up. Just watch it for that scene.
Or, email us because you did watch it and you hate us for it. That's also something that could probably happen.
Or you dispute that you thought the toys they were making were fucking badass and we're just shitting on some.
I will die on that hill if someone wants to argue about that bullshit.
Dear Madness boys, those toys are awesome. You guys suck.
Yeah. So we talk to you again. Embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.